What is the pay like as a medical writer, and does it differ with the country? So yes, it does differ with the country, and the pay is pretty reasonable. So you'll get paid more if you work in countries where it's more expensive to live. So for example, in the US, you'll probably get a higher salary as a medical writer compared to the UK or somewhere like countries in Africa or in Asia or in South America and Australia as well. So when you are starting out as a medical writer, especially if you are starting as an associate, you're not going to be on that much money. I would estimate probably around 25 to 30,000 pounds in the UK. And then after you have progressed to medical writer, then you will probably be in a higher salary bracket, probably about 30 to 40k. For me, because I was starting as a pharmacist and I had my medical background, I actually did a hybrid job where I was working as part project manager and part medical writer. So I started at around 40k, and then that slowly increased over time. And then in my second job, I got 55k. And then after that, I went totally freelance and I earn around that much and a bit more because I'm freelancing. So I'm able to charge more, and I am able to also access different clients with different budgets. So that means that you can choose if you want to work with certain people for certain reasons. So the pay depends on who you're working with, what the project is, and what your skill set is. So if you're mainly doing something that everyone else can do, so for example, if you're writing blogs, there are a lot of people who can do that. And if you are more specialized, let's say you're more into technical writing, maybe you are going more into regulatory writing, or you're writing up clinical trials, or you are doing a meta-analysis, which is a statistical review of studies. And I did that as part of my master's degree as a pharmacist. And I would say that those kind of skills are rarer. They're more technical. You probably need a higher degree to be able to do those things. So those are masters and PhD people. And I would say there's also nothing that you can't learn. So if you do want to access those higher price brackets, then I would say try to upskill. And for example, if you are writing blogs, there's a big difference between someone who writes a blog and someone who writes a blog which is search engine optimized. And there's also a big difference between someone who writes a video script and someone who writes a video script that is search engine optimized. So I took search engine optimization as a really key way to differentiate myself and also charge more for my skills as a medical writer and also as a content creator. So do try to look for the salary that you want and then get the skills that you need to earn that salary. And freelancing is also an option. When you freelance, one of the advantages is that you have more variety of clients. You can choose who you want to work with, but the disadvantage is that it's harder at the very beginning to actually find those clients. And then also those clients can disappear one day. So I have had contracts which have been cut short. And then also I would recommend that you try to have a variety of clients. So you don't have a client that takes up 50% of your income. You want to try and reduce the risk of completely losing all of your income or a big chunk of it all in one go. But similarly, as an employee, I've been made redundant twice. So no job is really safe when you are a writer or a creative person. So you have to consistently market yourself. And the more visible you are, the more likely you are to attract the right client that you want to work with. And if you are into writing and creative things, then I would say it is something that you get better at over time. So your salary should get better over time naturally anyway. So I hope that helps and good luck.